TSTYLE Media.
What it do, ladies and gentlemen? It's the one and only TSTYLE Isaac Kennedy, alias TSTYLE 925, alias TSTYLE Elohim, alias TSTYLE Prime, the homie with the supernova shine. So with that being said, what up, world? Know it's been a minute, but hell, your boy been out here running, ripping and running, doing this, doing that, and you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all part of being CEO, president, talent coordinator, editor, producer, writer, choreographer, the whole nine, man. So, spiritual advisor, motivational speaker, entrepreneur, icon, you know what I'm saying? Jedi, you know what I'm saying? Jedi Knight, all that shit. I'm telling y'all, man, your boy be on it. So, with that being said, here's another tale told by the TSTYLE. So, this right here, I'm taking this back to my JB days, as I said in my other previous ones. If y'all ain't checked out yet, go check them out. Now, this episode right here, I'm talking about. It was back in 2011 or either 2012, but anyway. So one was a Friday night. Me and this other individual who we was tight with back in the day, whatnot. So I'm gonna call the individual Nash. So me and Nash, you know what I'm saying, every weekend we would hit up a little spot, you know, the brick house, what else was popping back then? The electric cowboy, they had too many standards on dressing. They wanted me to wear nut huggers with cowboy boots and shit, but that wasn't happening. So I think we went to Club Visions. Anybody in JB know about Club Vision? It's literally right behind, I think, Rice and whatever. So we went to that spot. We used to go to that spot damn near every fucking weekend, I'm telling you. But with that being said, so let me get back to the story. So we was there. Yeah, took some shots, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Bacardi 151 type of guy. And Nash, he was a Burnett's vodka drinker. So like we always do, whatever shit, you know, we hit up a couple of shots before we hit the club, then we go up in there, hit some more, you know, I'll grab me a little beer, whatnot, so we go in there, be circulating, you know what I'm saying, just communicating and whatnot. So it was one of those little holiday weekends, so we seeing folks from our job, folks we know from hometown, to out of town, whatever like that. So, you know, me being who I was, you know what I'm saying, I was in that thing, you know, parlay, you know, and all that good shit. So we ready to, you know, leave out, because, you know, we done been to the club some down, so we know when they ready to let out and shit. So when they start playing the little playlist, anybody that's ever been to that shit, man, know when they start playing Gucci Mane, Plies, and T-Pain, and the closer song has always been Nobody Needs Nobody by that badass Player Fly. When that song play, that means everything getting shut down. So it's time to get in your car, vamp out. So we know the business. So that weekend, whatever, it was super packed. So it was so packed, I'm telling you how packed it was. We had to park on the highway. Anybody know what Club Vision is? Right on the highway, off of I want to say Johnson, whatever and shit. Cause it was right up the road from ASU, Church's Chicken, and a whole bunch of other shit, whatnot. Sleep Cheap, all that shit, whatever shit. So we leave out and shit. We semi, juiced up or whatever you want to call it, but we function and whatnot. So we finna, we leaving out, hit the Waffle House up, hit our hop or whatever, or either hit up the McDonald's drive-thru whatnot and shit. So we leaving out and shit. So this other cat started walking alongside us and shit. So we didn't know homeboy. So he juiced up. He more turned up than we was. So he was talking about, man, all them big booty ass hoes and that, they got a nigga ding, shit like that. So we laughing and shit. So we walking let me put this in a sense way. Like, we wasn't walking in the highway. We was walking on side of the highway because that's where all the cars that were parked lined up. So we parked, we like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 12th car. So we walking down and shit. We was not in the fucking highway. We have common sense. We have morals and securities and whatnot and shit like that. So we walking. So I look up. I see a goddamn cop car coming up the road, hot highway and shit. So he passed by and shit. So homie still up there. He was talking about peanut butter and jelly and smacking a bitch on the ass or some shit, whatnot, to that extent. So I'm walking and shit. So I look out the corner of my eye. I see this motherfucker hit his brake lights. So next thing you know, I kind of turn around and look like this right here and shit. This motherfucker did the U-turn in the highway and turn around. And guess who he's heading? To see us. So, by that time, we made it to the car because Nash had drove his car up there and shit. So, we got to the car. So, he looked up at me like, hey, bro, what the fuck is up with this? So, homie pulled up. He called for backup. Another car pulled up. So he get out. It was a young Caucasian dude. You tell he was fresh out the academy or whatever like that shit. So he get out the car, had the light flashing. So we looking like, what the fuck going on and shit. We going like this shit. So we walk up. Yo, get over here now. Hands on the hood now. So we like, okay. So me and homie knew we knew the routine. We put our hands on there. We ain't say shit. So we looking like, man, what the fuck going on and shit. So he started tripping out, talking about, I know you saw me pass by there. Why were you guys walking in the middle of the highway? So me and Ned did like, we wasn't even in the highway. We was on the side. So we wasn't saying shit. So the third individual, that nigga that was walking with us talking shit, whatnot, he started running up at the mouth and shit, talking about, man, you motherfuckers all want to fuck with a nigga, man, this and that, harassing, man, why you want to fuck with us and shit. So we looking like, nigga, shut the fuck up, because this man, these two white cops don't want to hear this shit. So man, he still, so, sir, cover your mouth up now. So we looking like, oh shit. So dude still talking shit, run off at the mouth. And he told this motherfucker, talk about, man, we human just like you, man. You take the uniform, you be just like us and shit. So homie was talking this, so the cop was like, well, fuck this shit, and put the handcuffs. So dude, like, he bitched up fast. Hey man, I just got out of jail, man. I'm trying to see my kids, man, for Thanksgiving and Christmas and shit. So homie didn't want to hear this. So he put the cuffs on dude and put him in the back of the squad car. He looked at our ass. We wasn't saying shit. We went Silent Bob on his ass. So we up there like to hear. So dude walked over to the shit. He looked at the ID and shit, because he's like, well, where you boys heading? I said, sir, we just heading back home. Where's home at? Off of Harrisburg Road at Parkview, Park Lake Apartments and shit like that. So all right, you need to get there ASAP now. So he's like, okay. So we got our IDs, got in the car, said fuck you, and then we vamped up and went to the crib. So we got to the spot, whatever and shit. That was my spot in JB and shit. Apartment I-1, legendary by the way. So we went there. So nigga, we in there taking shots, in there laughing about the whole situation that went down and shit. So the shit was crazy, man. We never knew what happened to homie after that shit. We hope dude was straight after that shit, but that was one of the many wild nights in JB, man. And there's more to come, or more that I gotta tell y'all and shit. But the moral to this fucking story is this, ladies and gentlemen. If you know he haven't did anything, just shut the hell up. Especially when you're dealing with law enforcement. Now, no disrespect toward those men and women that work in law enforcement. I understand that's a very stressful and difficult job out here nowadays, but listen, if you know you ain't dead nothing, just shut up. That's all you gotta do. Now, they may come at you on some asshole type of shit, but you gotta remember this right here, ladies and gentlemen. They have the badges and we don't. But at the same time, we have rights too. And with that being said, I'm gonna get about this thing. I got some shit to do. Business to handle as always, ladies and gentlemen. You tune in to another episode of Tales Told by the TSTYLE. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Holla at your boy. Check out everything I got down because I got more projects coming. Believe that shit. And to all my haters out there, you're number one. Peace out.